You see, Mrbeast isn't just about over-the-top challenges or insane giveaways. Behind the flashy videos is someone with a big heart, using his platform to change lives in ways that often leave people speechless. Over the years, Jimmy Donaldson, better known as Mrbeast, has shared countless moments of kindness, generosity, and compassion that have tugged at our heartstrings. Today, rebuilding homes after a tornado. Let's start with one of Mrbeast's most inspiring acts, helping families rebuild after a devastating tornado destroyed their homes. Jimmy partnered with his team to donate funds, materials, and labor to families who had lost everything. What made this emotional wasn't just the act itself, but the moments he spent sitting with these families, hearing their stories, and reassuring them that brighter days were ahead. 9. Donating $100,000 to a homeless shelter.
I want to use this $100,000 I have to help as many people as possible.
Jimmy once donated $100,000 to a homeless shelter, and it was clear this wasn't just about writing a check. He spent time with the staff, learning about their daily struggles and the incredible work they do to help others.
What do you think would better the lives of the people that are in your shelter, or just make their lives easier? Like, what do you think the people there need?
His sincerity and genuine interest in making a difference were apparent, and the moment the shelter director broke down in tears of gratitude showed just how impactful his kindness can be. 8. Helping a pizza delivery driver buy a home. One of Mrbeast's most touching giveaways involved a pizza delivery driver who thought he was just making a routine delivery. Little did he know, Jimmy had a life-changing surprise waiting for him. Enough money to buy a house outright. The driver's reaction, tears of joy, disbelief, and gratitude, was a reminder of how life-changing a little generosity can be for someone who's just trying to get by.
It is yours, seriously. No strings, no catch, no nothing.
7. Paying for 1,000 cataract surgeries. One of Mrbeast's most impactful videos came when he paid for surgeries to restore sight to 1,000 people suffering from blindness caused by cataracts. The video documented emotional moments as patients, some of whom hadn't seen clearly in years, reacted to seeing their loved ones for the first time. From children seeing their parents' faces to older individuals rediscovering the world around them, the impact was undeniable. Jimmy's compassion made it one of his most unforgettable videos.
There you go.
Don't cry.
I can see everybody's facial features now.
6. Covering rent for struggling families. During the height of the pandemic, when so many people were struggling to make ends meet, Mrbeast stepped in to cover rent payments for families in need. In one particularly moving moment, he surprised a single mother by paying her rent for an entire year, giving her the breathing room to focus on her family without worrying about financial stress. Her emotional reaction captured just how meaningful this gesture was. 5. Surprising his mom with $100,000. Family has always been important to Jimmy, and one of his most personal moments was when he surprised his mom with $100,000. He told her it was his way of thanking her for always supporting him, even when his YouTube dreams seemed uncertain. Watching his mom break down in tears as she realized what he had done showed the depth of their bond and the gratitude Jimmy feels for his family's sacrifices. 4. Buying 1,000,000 meals for food banks. In another effort to help those in need, Mrbeast partnered with local food banks to provide 1,000,000 meals for struggling families. It wasn't just about the numbers, it was about being there in person to load trucks, meet volunteers, and see the direct impact of his donation. The gratitude from the food bank workers and the knowledge that these meals would ease the burden for so many families made it an emotional moment for everyone involved.
It's been great to bring this donation in. It's going to impact a lot of people.
We distribute 38 tons of food every day. We're grateful, so grateful.
I thought we could help. So far, we have hit 3 different food banks.
3. Team Trees, the global movement. When Mrbeast launched Team Trees alongside Mark Rober, he set out to raise $20 million to plant 20 million trees. But the campaign turned into something even bigger. Donations poured in from around the world. Everyone from ordinary fans to CEOs like Elon Musk contributed. Jimmy's reaction to the overwhelming support was a mix of gratitude and awe. Watching the global community come together to make a difference was as emotional as it was inspiring.
It's kind of weird to put mulch around a growing tree, 'cause it's like grinding up all of its relatives and spreading it around them.
2. Reuniting long-distance friends. In a lesser-known but deeply emotional video, Mrbeast helped reunite two best friends who hadn't seen each other in years due to financial constraints. Jimmy paid for one friend to fly across the country to surprise the other, and the emotional reunion was enough to bring tears to anyone watching. It was a reminder of how small gestures can mean the world to someone. 1. Buying his childhood home for his family. Topping this list is one of Mrbeast's most personal and heartfelt gestures. Jimmy purchased the house he grew up in and surprised his family with the keys. For him, it wasn't just a home. It was a symbol of how far they had come together. He talked about the struggles they faced during his childhood and how this was his way of giving back to the people who supported him from the very beginning. It was an emotional, full-circle moment that showcased the importance of gratitude. Honorable mentions: transforming a school with supplies and upgrades. In one of his more community-focused efforts, Jimmy partnered with his team to completely revamp a struggling school. From supplying new computers to upgrading classrooms and providing much-needed resources for teachers, the entire project was aimed at giving students the tools they needed to succeed. The gratitude from teachers, parents, and students alike made this an unforgettable moment. The emotional Last to Leave challenge. While many of Jimmy's challenge videos are lighthearted, one particular Last to Leave competition turned emotional when the final contestant shared how much the prize money would mean to their family. As the contestant broke down in tears explaining their financial struggles, the atmosphere shifted, showing how deeply life-changing these challenges can be for some people. What these moments show us. Mrbeast's success isn't just about the stunts or the giveaways, it's about the heart behind them. Each of these emotional moments proves that he's not just entertaining millions, he's making a tangible difference in people's lives. Whether he's giving someone the gift of sight, helping families keep a roof over their heads, or simply showing appreciation for his loved ones, Jimmy's compassion and generosity shine through in everything he does. So which of these moments stood out to you the most? Let us know. And remember, the biggest impact doesn't always come from grand gestures. It can start with a single act of kindness.